The cabin of Horizon Air Flight 472 was a cocoon of luxury, all soft leather and polished wood, but for 12-year-old Maya Carter in Seat 1A, it felt like a cage. The announcement crackled through the plane, sharp and cold. Airport security to the gate. First class, Seat 1A, minor, possible fraudulent boarding. Every head in first class swiveled toward her. The tech exec in 1B clutched his tablet tighter. A woman 3 rows back raised a skeptical brow. A man across the aisle stood, craning his neck for a better look. Maya sat frozen, her boarding pass neatly folded on the tray table, her small backpack zipped at her feet. She'd done everything right, checked in early, smiled at the gate agent, even practiced her thank you in the mirror. But now, none of that mattered. In less than 20 minutes, her quiet presence would cost the airline $1.5 billion. Just 15 minutes earlier, Maya had boarded the flight from Singapore to New York on March 12, 2026, her heart buzzing with nervous pride. Her first solo international flight, her first time in first class, a gift, her mom had said, for acing her exams and earning a spot in a prestigious piano academy. Dressed in a crisp blazer and skirt, she beamed at the flight attendant, Sarah, who didn't smile back. Instead, Sarah's eyes narrowed as Maya approached 1A. "Sweetie, are you sure you're in the right place?" she asked, her tone clipped. Maya blinked, confused. "Yes, ma'am. This is my seat." Sarah snatched the boarding pass, inspecting it like a fake ID. "Who paid for this?" she demanded. "My mom," Maya said softly. "It's a birthday gift." Sarah's lips pursed. "First class isn't a playground, young lady. Stay there. Security's coming." Maya's chest tightened. She pulled out her phone, fingers shaking, and texted her mom. "They say I don't belong here. They called security. I'm scared." What no one on that plane knew was that Maya's mother could halt an entire airline with a single challenge she was about to. 400 meters away, in a sleek conference room at Singapore Changi Airport, Dr. Lauren Carter felt her phone vibrate. She was mid-meeting with global aviation regulators, discussing safety protocols for transcontinental flights. The text from Maya stopped her cold. Her colleagues noticed the shift in her expression, but she didn't explain. "Excuse me," she said, voice steady as she stood, grabbing her tablet. "I need to handle something." A regulator raised an eyebrow. "Everything okay, Dr. Carter?" She didn't look back. Someone just made a $1.5 billion mistake. Within minutes, she logged into the International Aviation Compliance System, flagged Flight 472 for an ethics violation, and triggered a hold across 32 airports. The ripple was instant. Systems froze, screens flashed red, and Horizon Air's operations shuddered to a halt. On the plane, Maya sat rigid, hands clasped, fighting tears as passengers whispered. Sarah stood smugly nearby, arms crossed, expecting a pat on the back. Then the cabin door opened, and Lauren Carter stepped aboard. No fanfare, just a woman in a tailored suit, her presence like a storm about to break. She didn't glance at Sarah. Her eyes locked on Maya. "Sweetheart, come here," she said softly. A security officer stepped forward. "Ma'am, this minor is under," Lauren cut him off, flashing her ID. "I'm not here as a mother. I'm Dr. Lauren Carter, chair of the Global Aviation Oversight Committee." Turning to Sarah, she said, "You detained the wrong child." The cabin went silent, the air heavy with shock. Sarah stammered, her confidence crumbling. "I thought she didn't look like." Lauren's gaze was ice. "You thought a child didn't belong in first class." She produced a black card with gold lettering, Emergency Ethics Review. Effective immediately. Sarah's hands shook as she took it. Lauren addressed the crew. "This plane doesn't move until I say so." Passengers exchanged glances, some pulling out phones, sensing something massive unfolding. Lauren demanded the boarding footage. When it played, the truth was undeniable. Maya, polite and composed, presenting her pass. Sarah, dismissive, skipping protocol, calling security without a second thought. Lauren turned to Sarah. "You profiled the child. You assumed she didn't belong. You were wrong." The officer backed away. A passenger spoke up. "She did nothing wrong. I saw it." Lauren nodded. "Thank you." Within hours, the fallout was catastrophic. Lauren's report to the Oversight Committee triggered a system-wide audit. 39 flights were grounded, 47 crew members suspended, and $1.5 billion in routes flagged for noncompliance. Social media erupted with Flight 472 and She Belongs Here, fueled by passenger videos and leaked footage. Headlines screamed, Horizon Air grounded after profiling scandal. At Horizon's headquarters, the CEO stared at a red alert, ethics violation, license suspension pending. In a quiet lounge, Lauren sat with Maya, brushing hair from her face. You're okay now? She said. Maya whispered, Why do they listen to you? Lauren smiled. Because I oversee the licenses that let them fly. Maya nodded, processing. So, I'm the girl who stopped a plane? Lauren's eyes softened. You're the girl who reminded them what fairness looks like.